Get ready for a fun little episode of a compilation of three of what some of my favorite episodes from 2025. This one includes Taylor Smith from Power Table, Crystal Jacobo from She's Made for More, and the incredible MG. Let's dive in as we talk all about standing out, being seen, being visible, and setting boundaries in the process. Welcome to the Next Level Life podcast with Christine Corcoran. This podcast is made for the powerhouse businesswomen who are ready to ignite their fullest potential. This is where we will dive deep into the mindset breakthroughs and sprinkle in some kick up the butt motivation so you can scale your business with confidence and clarity. Whether you're craving more income, impact, or inspiration, this podcast will be your ultimate resource for all things next level. Listen in as we have authentic conversations with game-changing female entrepreneurs as we reveal the secrets of what it takes to rise and thrive. So go ahead, ignite your inner fire, and let's get you taking massive aligned action. Are you ready to elevate? Let's go.
What I have seen after working with over 3,000 women in business as my clients is that typically those problems, those gaps fall into one of three areas: visibility, profitability, or authority. So they're missing either being seen by people, having offers in a sales strategy, or being seen as an expert and being seen as an authority in the space. And if you can identify which one you struggle with and then find the solutions to that and improve your skills in that area, as opposed to thinking you need to do over your business as a whole. If you can just identify those missing gaps and improve your skills there, it could be that just a few small things could really make you stand out online and really help you grow and scale your business. And so that's kind of the idea. And because at the Power Table, we don't really like to do anything small. We don't play small. And I'm always encouraging my community, like, whatever you think you can do, like 10x the possibility of that. And so instead of just having myself teach some classes or having a small virtual summit, I ended up inviting 45 of my incredible friends and connections, including you, Christine, who are all vetted experts who just went through that process that we just talked about when it comes to accepting speakers.
Yeah, so I'm going to be really honest with everyone. Like, you don't get here alone. You do not get here alone. You have to put skin in the game. And that means investing in a mentor, investing in a ticket to be in the room, finding your way that you can invest in somehow, whether it's finding a biz bestie. Like, I can call Christine and say, hey, I'm this. And I know she will get me up and running, be like, girl, what are you in your head about? But because we're both investing at the same level, we're both putting ourselves in rooms, we are craving the people who are doing the scary thing, we're a little lost and we're doing it anyway. Because I'm going to be real with you. I think if we slow down, process the information, and we share the information with everyone, people can only see you through their limitations. Not because you don't have what it takes, or not because your mom doesn't believe in you. People can only see us through our own limitations. So when it comes to the steps that I've taken, I've invested. I can't afford that mentor early on. What can I afford? I can afford the ticket to get close proximity to those speakers that are doing the thing. So buy the ticket, get in the room. Okay, next step. I started making a little bit of money in my business. Now I can invest in the mentor, because when it gets scary, because it will, when it gets hard, because it will, guess who gets all these messages? My mentor. Hey, this is what I'm feeling, blah, 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 blah. And she'll talk me into it, or she'll give me strategy. Here's what I want you to do. They say the cheat code to life is having a coach or a mentor. That saying is there for a reason. So I think if you're thinking about it and like, oh, I have these doubts and I have these fears, girl, you're normal. You're not broken. It's part of, I think the dream is given to you with fear. It's part of the fear. And I think we can say, all right, fear, strap on. We're like, get on, buckle up, because we're going to go on a ride. You can still build a really successful business brand with fear on your shotgun. Like, you can.
I would say, one thing, if I could, let's say one thing, fail forward. Fail forward is the number one thing that I would say to anyone who wants to take their business to the next level. It's something that I have done. I've failed so many times at so many things. Like, I've had failed launches and I've had six-figure launches. If you fail, it's an opportunity to learn. And it's the same with AI. You might get an output that you're like, oh, that's a fail. Awesome. What can you learn from that? What can you take forward in order to take yourself to the next level? And that one of the biggest skills, and it's one of the ones I instill with my kids, because it's like, Great. You've had a failure. Celebrate what you learned from that failure when you've felt the emotions, because sometimes it's okay to be like, oh my God, I suck and I'm going to cry myself to sleep tonight. But tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up and be like, let's go.
Yeah, so recognition is what people need right now. If you want to stand out, you need to be recognizable. And the only way to do that really, really well is to be repetitive. So this is not what people expect me to say. They think I'm going to say, make these really creative reels or like be the most innovative person on social media and that'll scale your business. And that might be true, but I don't have time for that. And I'm not that creative of a person. But what I can do is be recognizable. So something I see that's working really well is to find ways that you can create some kind of recognizable feature in your content. Now, you can do that through aesthetics. So some people do this by having the same colors, the same branding, or the same type of video filming. So, for example, if you're a fitness coach, maybe you're always filming in a specific gym. So that gym become recognizable in your content. Or you wear the same clothes while you're doing different types of activities or the same pink blazer. Visual cues do help people to stop the scroll. But more importantly than that, what is a journey or goal or mission that you could share that you can repeat in something people can understand very quickly and very easily? So and you can play around with this. You can use ChatGPT to generate ideas, but finding something that you can resonate with people on. And one of the things that we do with a lot of my clients inside my mastermind is we'll say like, what is the journey people want to go on with you? So what is day one of becoming the best realtor in your city? Or, you're saying working out every day until I quit, and you post that same thing on your social media every single day. Day one, day two, day three. That can be a very powerful way to become recognizable. Or, finding some other phrase, repeatable process. Some of the people who I see doing really well on social media and standing out online are starting with some kind of verbal or text hook that is repeatable. And basically, it's just like that way, once someone finds one of your videos and they really enjoy it, doing that again and again helps them to then establish getting in the habit of seeing you.
So I think it's a relationship you have to build within yourself. It doesn't happen overnight. So if you're like, I'm shy or I'm scared, girl, you're exactly where you're supposed to be at. Now put in the work to actually get there. And one, I would say build a relationship with receiving. Get comfortable with receiving, because when you're in this space, you're going to receive compliments. You're going to receive, hey, I like your podcast. Hey, and it's so easy to dim it down. Like if you say, hey, your podcast was so good, I listened to it. Oh, really? Like I didn't know if that was going to be good. I just kind of put it out there. It's so easy. When people say, hey, I like your shoes, the first thing we say is, oh, these I got them at Marshall's or I got them at Ross, or wherever you shop. It's so easy to just say, thank you. You like my shoes? Thanks. I love them too. I'm rocking them. And it's going to take practice. It doesn't happen overnight. Taking up space is just learning to receive. I would say first, learning to receive that you are worthy of being seen. You're worthy of being beautiful. It sounds so like small little things, but the next time you get a compliment, practice not dimming that compliment down. Own it. I love your hair. Thanks. I curled it. I was hoping for a good hair day. Glad I got my compliment today. Own that. It builds a huge, that's the gap between your confidence that you really want and take up space. It's learning to receive. Second thing that I would say is learning to detach quick. And that means that I have to understand that everybody's going to see me through their own projections, which is okay. Learning to really, really let go that if you see me as the villain who's showing up and taking up, Crystal's a jerk, she's showing up or doing this, that's okay. That's your projections of me, and you are allowed to have those, and I don't need to justify why I'm not. And that's the hardest part. That is the hardest part. If you think I'm a show off, if you think I'm this, that is okay. I own that. That's fine. And if you think I am amazing and beautiful, I open that with open arms and I welcome that more. But really, really practicing not making it personal, because everyone is operating from their own limiting beliefs and their own traumas. And maybe they're right. Maybe the person that bullied them was an online coach. And now that they see me, they're triggered and they think I'm a bully too, whatever it is. Really understanding that people can only see you through their own limitations and their perceptions. And it's not your job to change them or convince them otherwise. I think when you can really practice that, it gets easier to show up as you. Because my content isn't going to be for everyone. I'm not going to be for everyone. And that is okay. I'm not meant to be for everyone. And it's hard, but practicing and really taking a breath. This is what I actually do. When I feel triggered, when I feel something, I'm like, it's not about me. It's not about me. Like, whatever they have every right to feel it. It's their life. I know my truth, and I know I did this because and keep moving from that angle. And it's hard. It is hard.
No, it's something that came naturally. And it's interesting because a lot of people share that with me about me and say, like, we love how you share authentically. If I go back to, high school and even primary school, I've always been an oversharer. I think what I've had to learn is that it's okay. And to not then beat myself up about it afterwards, because, back in high school and primary school, social media didn't even exist. And so you'd overshare, and then I would just go home and like think about the conversation, be like, oh my gosh, why did I tell people that? Why did I say that? What are they thinking about me? All that kind of thing. So there's been a real mindset shift, not necessarily a strategy shift, more of a, okay, once I've shared that, it's okay to kind of just go through the motion of going, if people don't like me for what I've said, then it's okay. Not everyone needs to like me, and not everyone does. And I am okay with that now. That's been the work I've had to do. But also learning how to communicate it effectively has been another skill I've had to learn as well, because there are certainly ways to, like, we have thoughts in our head that we probably shouldn't say out loud on our public platform, right?
Yeah.
Like, and we're all human, so we all do have those thoughts, but we also do need to remember that we have a personal brand, or we have a brand, and you still want to communicate it in an effective way. So I know, like, if I go back to when I was about 19, 20 and I was vegan, and I went into like McDonald's and I told everyone that they were eating rotting carcasses.
Oh my God.
I was one of those. I lost friends, surprise, surprise. And, like, I can now see that it's okay for me to authentically share myself in a way that makes sure that people know it's okay if they don't agree.
Yes, so good. And you don't lose friendships over that. They can absolutely have differing of opinions and still have discussions and still be connected.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that. And it's really that level of acceptance and welcoming other people's uniqueness as well, right? It's like allowing that you can have a different opinion. I'm also not going to judge you or cut you out of my life because you have a differing opinion.
Exactly. Yes. Not a
Yeah.
vegan anymore, by the way. I love a Big Mac.
Love a bit of rotting carcass.
Well, I think you should be allowed to change your mind as you grow and evolve and you change. And I think that's an important thing too that I share authentically, is like, this is my opinion today. This is what I'm experiencing today. This is what I think today. But in a year from now, I reserve the right to change my mind because I'm always growing and learning. Thank you for listening. And if you found any value out of this episode, make sure you hit the follow button so you get access to the episodes as soon as they are live. And make sure you come hang out with me on Instagram. You can find me at ChristineCorcoran_coach. Have an incredible week.